Thanks for watching Film Buff, really, honestly. It's fucking great. Alright.
Yes. Yes, I can read them.
Good. That is why I've chosen you.
What do you mean?
Well, I've chosen you to be the guardian of these books and their secrets. I want you to copy them. Your job will be to preserve these works and these fragments for all eternity.
Well, there we go. Jarl Borg's back. I feel like. Okay, I'm gonna make a prediction here. I feel like he's gonna take Jarl Borg out. He just wanted Jarl Borg to come here. Dude, you're about to get executed.
Toasting. Yes, my lord. Put your Borg's men in the barn with your servants, yes. And treat them with respect. Of course, my lord.
Do not ask me to do it for your other sons. I am not a whore.
Just for me.
That look Floki has.
Can you keep a secret?
No.
No. Oh man, Floki. Oh god, next time, man, like just fuck him up and get out of here.
What's the matter with you, my love? You don't talk, you don't smile.
God, I hope she fucks him up and just like.
My wife has got the most beautiful breasts. I keep telling her. But she doesn't believe me. She has
Don't
the
fucking
most
do it.
beautiful breasts in the
Don't.
world. They're like Freya's breasts. The breasts of a goddess.
Dude, if he fucking rips his.
Let me show you.
Yes! Fuck you! You don't want none of this, man.
The giant king's servants carried a treasure
Yes!
into
Get
the
in.
hall and at the word from the giant king, they both began to eat.
Where are you going?
Floki told him King Hork's a dead man. You're a dead man.
I can see. And I see an eagle.
Ah.
I see that an eagle hovers over you.
Oh. Jarl Borg, you're a fucking dead man. Oh shit.
Where have you been?
Here and there, up and down.
Where's Bjorn? He is supposed to be with you.
I don't know, Rolo.
Oh god.
Let's go. Good evening, Jalborg. I told you. I always look for revenge.
Ah.
No. Not necessary.
Oh. Still looking at him. Still looking at him.
What is all the commotion?
Shut the fuck up. Look at the little boy eating his food.
Is he dead? No, no, no. He's not dead. Yet.
So what will you do now?
Since you consort with eagles, I will draw a blood eagle on your back.
No.
And your rib cage will spring apart.
No.
Yes. Like wings.
Oh. Powerful. Powerful. All right, man. Episode 6. Oh man, that episode. Definitely one of the best episodes of the show I've seen so far. So many things happen in this episode. You know, so many awesome things. Fantastic things happening here. I would definitely rank this in my top 5 episodes for sure. You know, if not top 3. Jalborg's a dumbass. You know, he actually came over thinking that, you know, Ragnar's gonna bury the hatch and do a team up again. Like, come on, he's a dumbass. And yeah, by the end of it, man, he got it. I feel like there's so much going on in this episode. This might be my first 2-parter. Once I start to edit, you know, I'll have a look. If it feels like it's closer to 10 minutes, then I'll probably cut it down to 10. But if it's like over 15, or if it's kind of around like 18 minutes of good stuff, then I'll do a 2-parter. But you'll know once they're up, you know, let's say part 1 and part 2, if it ends up being 2 parts. Let's go to the top of the episode. So Siggy, she's made it clear that, you know, this is not what she wants for herself. You know, she wants her old position back. She's asking the seer what the future holds for her, and she's not happy with this, you know, life of a slave, or you know, someone who just helps a princess. And you know, she is kind of in King Horik's ear. Though in this episode, King Horik was a bit of an asshole, and you can see Siggy is, you know, laying out some guidelines. She's like, don't ask me to do that for your other sons. So yeah, you know, I have to keep an eye out on Siggy. You know, she's a sneaky one. You know, she's always scheming and thinking of the next move. At the table, you know, King Horik is telling them about what happened, and Ragnar is obviously concerned about Athelstan, and he wants to know what happened to him. And you know, King Horik kind of just, you know, tells him, oh, don't worry about him. He was a useless individual. Obviously, you know, Obviously, Ragnar doesn't like that, because Athelstan's a good friend of his. And even Bjorn was upset about this, because he actually liked Athelstan. I really grew to love Athelstan and my sister as well, so he was sad to hear this news as well. I don't like King Horik anymore. I just don't like him. The first time I showed him, I liked him. I'm like, okay, this guy can be cool. No, now it's just like, nah. I mean, like, he's being selfish and he's looking out for himself. Because by suggesting that, oh, let's just get Jarlborg back, he's openly saying that, okay, yeah, he tried to take over, but whatever, man, just forget about it. It's not that big of a thing. But obviously, it was a big thing to Ragnar and his, people that he loves. Even with Siggy, he's using her now. But to be fair, Siggy is also trying the same thing. She's trying to use King Horik to better herself or better her position. King Horik, back, so the show's Lagertha, and like her husband is such a piece of shit, like the biggest douchebag. He is like he's super jealous of Ragnar still, and like he flips out every time he hears his name. He believes that Lagertha is still in love with him, and she is, I believe she is. She still has feelings for him, because she doesn't straight out deny it or anything. But this drunk asshole, a few times he tries to square up to Lagertha, and Lagertha, she's right up in his face as well. So, I was happy to see that. You don't fuck with Lagertha. Speaking of crushes, so Bjorn he seems to have a crush on a girl that's in the town. And Bjorn, throughout the episode, Bjorn tries to get to know her. But she's really, standoffish. She's really on edge around Bjorn. She does mention that she has a boyfriend, but like, but yeah, Bjorn tried, talks to her once, and she kind of, blows him off and is like, oh, I have to get back to work. And then later at the festival, and Bjorn obviously, wants to check it out, and maybe, he knew that he might find her here. But interesting thing was that they stopped, the moment they saw Bjorn, come out. The old man was kind of like, again, he was standoffish as well. He's kind of like, what do you want, master? I feel like there's definitely a disconnect here in the different classes. And, here once again, he sees her dancing, and there's a scene, it's going back and forth. It's showing the girl, and then it shows it's pulling in on Bjorn's face. And it's slowing down the shot, and it's clear that Bjorn has fallen for this girl now. And at the end there's a scene, and Bjorn is asking her to, he wants her to sleep in this place. He doesn't want her to sleep in the barn, but she kind of feels like Bjorn is after something else, and she like takes her dress off, and she's like, is this what you want, master? And obviously, she's not into it. She's still on edge. If you ask me to stay, then I have to obey your order. I don't want to order you around. I want you to choose to stay here. So I don't know what's going on. She's so standoffish. Or maybe she actually does have a boyfriend and she wasn't bluffing and she's just trying to be faithful to him. Yeah, I want to see where this goes. I feel like she'll probably open up to Bjorn soon because he's been super sweet so far. Alright, man, let's talk about King Egbert. Definitely has similarities to Ragnar. He's open-minded. He wants to learn, and he feels like there's so much to learn from other cultures, or he feels like there's more to it than just what they're being fed. So much like Ragnar, King Egbert is totally into expanding his horizons, and he's impressed by other cultures, as seen in that little room full of rich Roman history and culture. And you really see that King Egbert is enthralled with this rich history, and he feels like these people were doing some amazing things back then. There's a really fantastic line in there. He's like, their god allowed them to rule the world. So what's the lesson we can take from them? I'm totally not against the idea of learning about other cultures and these gods. He doesn't just accept everything he's been told by his religion. And he questions things, that the world is, and the world is full of knowledge. So yeah, and also, I'm really digging this team up, or not team up, just this dynamic, Athelstan and King Egbert. Feels like season 1 all over again, but like it's a different character this time. Season 1 it was Ragnar who was using Athelstan as a source of knowledge. Now it's King Egbert. King Egbert has seen something in him. He feels like he could trust him, and he really opens up about these ideas that many of these people in his kingdom would think are radical ideas. Really liking that the king himself has taken such an interest in Athelstan. So yeah, King Egbert, man, he's fast becoming one of my favorites, or like one of the characters I really like. But yeah, at some point, Ragnar and King Egbert have to clash again. So yeah, let's see how that plays out. Jarlborg basically has to pay for all of his bullshit and all the shit he made them go through. He gets a beat down, and King Horik is questioning Ragnar. He's like, oh, why have you done this, and what are you gonna do with this man? Even in the reaction, I'm just like, shut the fuck up. Like, I obviously going forward, King Horik is going to be sulking, right? He's going to sulk over this, and he's going to question Ragnar, and he's going to tell him, oh, why'd you do this behind my back? And I don't know, man, just screw King Horror. So obviously there's gonna be some friction there, and sooner or later I feel like Ragnar is gonna separate from King Horror. And one more thing, man, I really have to say that the music is brilliant, man. Phenomenal music. And the music really makes some of these scenes amazing. You know, it's key. Music is key for everything, you know, film, TV shows. There's a lot of brilliant music, you know. I have to get the soundtrack for this. I'm gonna look into, you know, iTunes or Amazon. I'll see if they have the soundtrack for this. Alright guys, so that is the mini marathon 4, 5, and 6. If you liked it, please smash that thumbs up, you know, leave me your comments, let me know what you guys thought, and I do hope you guys are enjoying these. If you're into social media, I'm on there as well, you know, look me up. I'm on Twitter, Instagram, I have a Patreon account, I have all the links in the description. And so that was the last thing I kind of record. You know, I'm probably gonna check out The Walking Dead on Sunday, but other than that, you know, this is basically the last thing from the regular schedule. But until then, this is the last episode. You know, I hope to put up 4, 5, and 6 really soon. But yeah, guys, I'll see you after the 18th. Thank you, you know, once again, thank you for dropping by and checking these out. Take it easy.